one too.
Alright.
Blood makes the grass grow.
Going for another one. Can we do it? Oh, we're doing it. Maybe we'll get them all. Come on. Yes. Ho ho ho. Oh, I might do it. I'm very close. Oh, what the? Aw. Oh well. Watch, I'm gonna get the rest of them.
And that one too.
I just know it. I knew it.
Take that.
Oh well.
And that one too.
I still got enough to win. And I'm out of arrows. Dang it.
Well done. I think your score will stand this year, but I will remain here until day's end, awaiting those who wish to shoot for fun. Go on now. There is still more of the fair to see.
Dad doesn't really know a lot about fun. So, let's see here. What are we going to do now? I think the only thing we haven't done is the Harvest Brawl. So let's go talk about it here. This is going to be one of the first skill checks you have in the game. The first option is if you have enough lore, you can bring up a topic of conversation. Some of them just give you like flavor, you know, deeper insight into what's going on, or a different take on things, a little bit extra information. Sometimes it has a much more important role as acting as a barrier to certain things that you can do, but you have to pass the check first. Generally though, I'd say in most of the instances, probably about 3/4 of the time, it's just for flavor. A different way of seeing the same thing and then getting a different response. Alright, so before we can get in the brawl proper, we got to get some clubs from this barrel and beat the hell out of these dummies. So let's go inventory, equip the training club, give it to my friends here.
What's up?
Okay, everybody fall in. I'll show you the way.
Let's take it out. That's not really what I had in mind, but let's do it. There we go. The Lannon twins and their older sister are our first match. No arrows, no magic. It's either bare-fisted or clubs, and no betting. And the events must be fair, he says. I see here there's an option. If I'm intelligent enough, I could say not all the gods object to a good bet. What of smiling Timora? So he goes into a little bit. It's just flavor dialogue, but it's good. It's nice to see. Gives the illusion of choice, which is very important. I mean, there's really no choice unless you're just all imagining something lying back in the bed or something, but even in pen and paper, you don't really have too much of a choice as long as someone's controlling the game. This is going to be kind of hectic because I don't really have enough skills to make it very strategic. The enemies are kind of easy, can't use magic, so don't want to get disqualified. And I beat the hell out of them. So the older sister was not enough to carry the Tannins. So let's go take care of the Mossfelds. I'm going to save the game just in case they beat me. I don't think they will, but I don't want to get humiliated. Keep bragging about the 3 years running thing. Amy's a little feisty. Well, that's pretty cold. Making fun of her dead parents. That's good enough. I'm gonna beat the hell out of you. Yeah. 3 years running. Whatever. Let's go. Oh, he wants to make a bet. Normally I'd probably bet, but I want to show you. Down on the bottom in the chat box shows influence gain with Bevel. And the other yellow text above that is the actions I chose shifted my alignment towards lawful. So, well, let me explain after the fight.
Bring it to me!
Fight!
These guys are a little bit tougher. One of the brothers went down pretty quick. Says he thinks he lost a tooth. Will's almost down. Amy's down. I didn't even get touched. Woot! Ah, well, we won. Not a problem. I love how everyone says they haven't seen such prowess in years. I don't know. Doing 2 swings of the club on someone's head is not, you know, my idea of prowess. Anyways, the influence. The more influence you gain with your companions, basically, the more you get them to like you, the more they'll open up and confide in you.
Well played. Well played. You've won the cup. And all 4 events. Nobody's done that since Cormac. That warrants a special reward, of course. I have a Harvest cloak for you, courtesy of the village council. It'll be yours at the end of the day. If there's anything you wanted to do before the award ceremony, now's the time. Maybe a mug of Harvest mead to celebrate, eh?
Oh, I'd love to get some mead. I'm more of a vodka person myself.
I'll meet you at the stage when you're ready for the victory speech. Now, I'm off.
And we got another level up. That was 1,000 points, so let's level up. Our journey into the fighter zone is over, so back to Bard, and it's going to be that way, well past the original campaign into Master Betrayer. I saved my points from the last level because, you know, none of the skills I wanted to raise were class skills, so I just held on to all the 5. Raise up Spellcraft, raise up Tumble, use Magic Device, and Perform. So I got them all up to level 6. Since I'm with this Bard, it's not going to be Caster Bard mainly. It's going to be close-in, dirty fighter Bard. I'm going for Battlecaster, which allows me to wear medium armor with no penalty to failure. Basically, there's a chance that heavier armor you wear, any arcane magics like wizard magics have a chance to fail. Divine magics, like the ones that clerics and paladins use, have no such restriction. Alright, we're going to pick Sleep. It's going to be very useful. Most of the enemies are going to be falling asleep. When they're asleep, you can they're much easier to kill. You can do a coup de grace. And yeah, take them out like that. My second spell, I don't know. There's nothing really here. Lesser spell is not really that great. The reason I'm having trouble choosing is because, unlike a wizard, sorcerers and bards cannot add to their spell book with like a standard. They can only have a certain amount of spells. But the trade-off is that they can cast any amount of those spells on the fly,
yes,
like a certain amount. So say like a wizard, you gotta rest, and say you have 10 spells, and you can only memorize 3 of them. With a sorcerer or bard, you might have 5 spells, but you can use any of the 3 at will. I'm gonna take Cleave with Bevel here, since Cleave allows you, when you get a killing blow, to do another attack on someone that's nearby. It's very helpful. And then there's a higher version, which is called Greater Cleave, and that's even more powerful. It'll hit more than one once you kill somebody. It's very important, especially when the enemies are weak and they go down in one shot and you just boom, boom, boom. Helps out a lot. Her, I'm just doing... I'm not going to do recommended. I need some firepower. Melf's Acid Arrow is always a good choice. The second one doesn't really matter a whole lot because I'm going to be going